I had Pepsi.
Hey,
Hey,
welcome to the podcast. Hey, we're all here.
it's the
Hooray.
podcast.
Yep. All right. So we're talking anime today. And we're going to talk a very pretty a broad slash specific side of anime that I don't think we've talked about before, which is I always like to go over stop, Nick. We're
No, no,
not
no, no,
talking
no. Just
we're not talking
no.
about the
This
previous
is this is our
podcast.
second episode of anime. The first one is taken down for reasons. I'm leaving it at that.
Okay,
I'm just leaving it at that. That way,
the
it's
first
just
one
there.
the first one turned out to be interesting. And
Tits.
it turned out to be way too interesting that I felt we couldn't release it on YouTube.
Tits.
So it got taken down.
No, not like tits like boobs, like tits like the swear word. Ah, tits.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell.
Alright.
So anyway, I want to talk mostly about a bridge series and all the copyright stuff and everything else that goes along with those. Talk AMVs and other anime stuff.
Vegeta, no.
So-
yes.
Nick brought up something really interesting last time that we didn't really get to expound on, so go ahead and start it off, Nick.
No, a lot of that is I was just fucked up and I was wrong. I'll admit that. But that I know of, ads are not publicly placed by SWE Bridge without it being an AdSense, or not AdSense, but without a claim from one of the God knows how many people that they use music from.
Yeah.
Based on vidIQ's $1.50 RPM or revenue per mile, which translates over to 1,000, and well, mile is Latin for 1,000.
It's Millie, by the way. I work in advertising.
Millie. Yeah, it's Millie.
Milli, mile, tomato, tomato.
Milli is
I didn't
Nick's
exactly
daughter.
fact check a whole lot of the fancy terms.
God
I
damn,
was trying to
Nick,
figure out the
come
math
on.
behind all this shit. I wasn't going off. Anyway,
Yeah, fuck math.
first episode estimated earnings off of a $1.50 RPM is roughly $6,500.
Yeah.
If this was advertised, depending on that RPM and the revenue split, all of that stuff can factor. If it was a basic 60/40, which is essentially entry-level position off of, actually, I don't even think 150 would be a acceptable amount. I think it would be like two, maybe a little bit higher than $2. But
So
yeah.
anyway, they don't actually make any money off of their abridged series. So
because all of it's through Patreon, and then Soviets should have to find that number again.
who's Soviet Wumble?
Yeah.
Dude, that guy is amazing, by the way. I don't know if you ever watched his live streams, but they're fucking hilarious. That dude is really funny.
I've seen some of the Portal ones.
No, the CS:GO is where it's at. Just watch the CS:GO playthroughs. They're fantastic. So anyway,
But yeah,
all right.
just roughly 6,500, and actual amounts, unless they disclose that information, which I doubt they're going to or can. We don't know.
Yeah, but whatever. I'm always impressed by just the level of the quality of their content. Like that. That's always blown me away. It's just because they take. Let's say I'm cheating a little bit because I actually watched. There is a podcast that. I swear I'm going to say this wrong. Yamato SFX is the guy who does all of the like the editing for SAO Abridged.
Episode 8's editing was amazing.
Okay, it was. Stop. Don't
Vegeta,
spoil.
no. Vegeta, yes.
Don't spoil. Stop it, Rhodey. You're not funny. No, you're funny, but you're cool. Anyway, so moving
Bitch,
on.
you're just jealous of my Super Saiyan swagger.
So anyway, I actually listened to the podcast a little bit. I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing, but he was talking about how in the editing process they'd be like, "Oh, well, I don't know how we're gonna do this," and then like one of the guys will go, "Oh, just fix it in post," and he'll look at him and go, "I am post."
Oh, shit.
Like, what the fuck do you expect me to do? And truth be told, I've had this happen to me. when I'm like, I will do like a shoot for GTA Avengers or something like that, or we'll play like Battlefield 4, and they need me to do like a video or something like that, and they'll be like, "Oh, just do it in post." I'm like, I, I can't create footage. I can only work with what I'm given.
Not with that attitude, you can't.
Oh my god. No, it's really frustrating for somebody to hand me like, if you hand me blurry, shaky, absolute crap footage and go, oh, you can fix that. No, I
No,
can't.
see, this is how it works. They hand you blurry, shaky, crap footage, and you get the opening to Saving Private Ryan. Boom!
Slow
Pull!
down there, Spielberg.
Oh god. I was gonna say, actually, no, you get the intro to Casino Royale, or not Casino Royale. Quantum of Solace.
Yeah, that
Quantum
was
of
pretty
Solace.
shaky.
That one was bad. Dude, you had to take a freaking Dramamine pill to get through that intro. It was bad. Like, it was just hard to take, because you're sitting there and just like, you see a car, and it just goes...
The fuck are you driving on? The Rumble Strip Highway to Hell?
It was just ridiculous. So anyway, moving on. I want to talk about editing in a bridge series, because a lot of people
AMVs and whatnot.
well, no, and I think a lot of people miss this, is that most of the time spent in a bridge series and in AMVs is the editing.
Oh, easily.
Hmm?
Easily. I've seen some AMVs that are like, it uses Vegas, it uses After Effects, it uses all sorts of shit. It's just like, holy cow.
Like, for example, there are two AMVs that I want to point to, and I'll link them in the description of the video. But one of them is one called A Piece of Toast by a dude named
I've seen
Baka
that.
Opai. It's fucking fantastic, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's amazing. But anyway, and then the other one is a Ruby AMV called Centuries, which was another one that just fucking blew my mind. Like, this person had to have spent hours and hours and hours just doing the effects and doing all of the text and masking. It's insane. I'll put them both in the description, and it's really amazing. And I think Paul just sent me a message. Oh no, Rob just sent me a message.
Hey, on you, Rob.
Damn you, Rob. No, I'm kidding.
So
He's a good
anyway,
person.
he is. Anyway, so like I said, a lot of the time that gets spent into AMVs and a bridge series is just editing. I think a lot of people miss that, and they kind of go, "Oh no, it's more about like trying to make it funny." Not really. It's not really about making it funny. Like, it's not too hard to take something really serious and twist it so it's funny. Like, I can point me one example where you think I'm wrong, because I can hear you doing the.
No, it's just like, it's, maybe I'm being picky about like, if how you word something.
Yeah.
Because if you just make a simple fart noise, it's like, that's a funny to a few people, but
Well, it's not.
I don't know,
It's not
comedy
about.
differs on various levels.
Yeah.
And it's also subjective, but I digress.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can do with
Make a
just
fart noise,
editing.
it's
I
funny.
think
Good.
you can make things funny with addition to the footage that you're given, but I don't think with just editing, just cutting certain images front to back can make something funny. I think you have to add some sort of audio or visual cue to make someone laugh, as opposed to just putting things front to back in a certain order that makes it funny.
From your suggestion, Tony from Every Friend of Painting has a visual comedy episode that actually describes this very, very well. And because of that, I went back and revised a few scripts and whatnot to include some visual aspects that are just, instead of like here's some one-off joke or some bullshit like that.
Well, that's a lot of that is like written in though. What I'm saying is, if you're given a tonally serious scene, I don't think that you could edit that in such a way that makes it funny. I think it has to be funny from the beginning, or you have to add something to make it funny. But by itself, I'm not sure that editing can make something funny. I'd be happy to be proved wrong in this. If you can show me an example of something that is a serious scene that is changed around with no additions to it, just cut in a different way that makes it funny, I'll eat my words happily.
Have you ever heard of a guy named the Ventral Harasser?
I have not. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait,
yeah.
Great name.
Yeah.
So Rhodey knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll give you points. Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
one of you link
Yeah.
one of his
No,
videos
not in chat, please.
Of
in
Okay,
Skype.
just
Put it
yeah,
in
in
Skype.
Skype
Put it in
then
Skype.
or something.
Okay, put it in the Skype. Because it is probably one of the funniest fucking things I've seen in a long time. But this dude does literally manage to twist everything with just editing. Let me see which one you posted. Oh God!
Of course, I posted Duke Nukem.
Oh God! You shouldn't have posted that. You should have posted the what was it? That was the one where he said he wants to be alone. That one was so much better. Anyway, so no, he does twist everything with editing, but
Okay, so I've heard this video before, and I'm wondering, is that all that they've heard? Like everything that's being showed in there, that's
Oh yeah, that's all he says. Yeah, he just has a soundboard. He
so
doesn't
how is
say
that
anything.
how is that an editing change to what was
So-
actually happening?
this is actually not the best example. The one where he says, "I just want to," he's talking to a person who's like, "I came into this meant to be alone." He actually like records their words and edits them down. So he does technically just use editing. I understand it's not the same thing, but still. Anyway, moving on again. No, you're right. Absolutely right, though, Ethan. There's a lot of situations where it takes a lot more.
I'm not
than just-
shitting on editors. Like editing is a really really important part of making sure the tone is correct.
Yeah.
But I don't think if there's an established tone, the editor is going to be able to change it without making additions. Whether it's music, whether it's like sound effects, like you have to add something to it, and a scene by itself is hard to change tonally. It has to be established from the beginning.
I would say, for me, the reason why the editing is so important at something like SAO Abridged is because a lot of the scenes that are the funniest are even funnier because of the editing.
So yeah, you can absolutely heighten it,
Yeah.
but that's not changing the tone. Like if it's already funny and you edit it in such a way to make it funnier.
No, what I mean, like the scenes that are in the normal season are
Yeah.
really serious, and the only reason they're funny.
Yeah,
is
so
because-
like that's the kind of example I'm looking for.
yeah.
Because like I can't think of something like I can't think of a movie that's like super serious, right? Like super serial. Where I could adjust.
Did you have to use Super Serial?
Where I could adjust the edits to make it less serious, without like adding a sound effect or changing the music choice. Like, if you have a super serious scene and you change the music to it, yeah, that can like automatically. If you add yakety sax to Schindler's List, you're going to get people to laugh.
And play
But
it forward at
If
78.
you're still using like that John Williams really dark, serious, sad like overture, then it's really hard to cut that up in a way that makes it into a hilarious bit.
Yeah. No, that's definitely true. Yeah.
You
I
have
would
to
say-
add to it or change it significantly.
Yeah. And I'd say probably okay, so I'm biased because I do editing. So for me, the editing is really huge in that series, but I think even more importantly, or not really more important, but the second most important part of it is that the writing is fantastic. Like, they managed to take these otherwise really serious scenes and turn them into complete fucking sketches. Like, Nick, help me out here. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so you saw episode 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so the duel scene.
Oh.
Was that
Where
not
Kaiba adds in
one of
the colorful sound
the
effect.
That was one of the best fucking scenes in the series so far, or so I thought. Because it was really well edited, it was cut together really well, so it seemed really simple. And the writing was fantastic, and it felt natural. You okay there, Rhodey?
Laughing at Blaine. Continue.
You're
Oh,
laughing at Blaine?
the Star Wars thing. Anyway.
No. Something totally different that happened today to Blaine.
What happened to Blaine?
He got the Cockfight of the Year trophy from Rooster Teeth Management and then proceeded to accidentally on purpose drop it.
Ooh.
That was a Will Ferrell joke from like 3 or 4 years ago.
Was it really?
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
this year's Cockfight of the Year trophy.
Will Ferrell, like 4 years ago, won
Oh yeah, I remember
the Comedy Star of the Year award or something.
that. He won like
He was
some
handed
lifetime
to it.
achievement
He-
award.
Yeah,
and
it
he
was like
dropped it.
it was like a bust, like a head,
And he busted it.
and he let it drop, and the thing just shattered, and he got down on his
Yeah, he just stood there for a
trying to
second.
put
Like,
it together. It was actually a pretty funny bit.
he's just
Oh my
standing there like this
God.
for a solid 10 seconds. He's just like,
And this is coming from someone who doesn't think that Will Ferrell is really all that funny, but that was hilarious.
and he's like
I think-
he's trying to piece it together, and then he starts his speech, and he's gonna put his hand on it, and it's just in pieces. He's like, thank you for this prestigious award, this very valuable award.
I do think Will Ferrell is funny. I do think he is funny, but
I think he's a one-trick pony, but hey, I mean, if you like him, you like him. I'm not gonna.
have you seen? Okay, no hate for this one, guys, but have you guys seen the Justin Bieber roast?
No.
God, yes.
That shit was legitimately funny.
Anything.
That was legitimately funny. I gotta be honest, like, it was actually funny to watch. Anyway, moving on.
Back to anime.
Back to anime. Ah! Okay. This is my second topic, as the more important one. What makes a good AMV?
Oh shit.
Flow.
Well, yeah.
Saints flow.
Flow. There you go. Okay. Nick?
Flow specifically of the Saints variety.
Oh my god, Nick, come on!
Ethan just pick something. Let me get it out.
Yeah, he needs a minute. I made a very good Saints flow joke that you totally missed.
Ethan's just staring at his screen blankly.
No,
I could link
you
the
have no
Saints
idea what
Row
I'm looking at. I'm reading Star Wars stuff because I'm not allowed to talk about it on the podcast, so I have to
Have to find alternatives.
get my
Anyway.
thoughts out there because I can't tell you guys spoilers for the movie.
Well, I don't give a
Please
shit. It's these two that might. Anyway, the right anime for the song, because you can't have something like the ending of Your Line April in a like, yeah, everybody's happy. It's an upbeat time.
So-
Whatever the hell.
So I'm going to be honest. All right. So I'm going to tell you guys a story real quick, and this has nothing to do with the current topic, but I just want to get it off my chest because it really pissed me off. So
All right, Gus.
no, this is important. Okay, this is something you don't do to me. Okay, don't bullshit me.
Go, Gus.
I was on Rooster Teeth the other like a month and a half ago, almost 2 months ago, I think. But I had just finished watching SAO and SAO 2. And I was like, you know what? I want to find another show that's sort of like a little more lighthearted. Because the ending of SAO 2 is fucking dark as shit. But anyway, I thought, find a nice lighthearted series, something fun to watch. And so I went on Rooster Teeth and I was like, hey, I went into the sponsor chat. I was like, hey, I need to find another series to watch. And Fallen Wind, I'm calling him out on this, the motherfucker. Fallen Wind says, you should go check out Golden Time. It's a really great series. It's a kind of funny little comedy, ha ha ha. I'm just going to break it down for you. Okay, have you actually seen it, though?
No. Let me
Okay,
look it up.
hold on. Before you do, are you going to see it, do you think?
Probably not. I'm already backlogged enough.
Okay, I'll give you the basic storyline. This kid, just out of high school, and his high school and grade school crush are about to meet on a bridge to talk about whether she really likes him or not. He gets knocked off the bridge. falls on his head, gets full fucking amnesia, doesn't remember anything before the accident. I'll just tell you this, it gets fucking dark as hell. And I'm like, oh, this is supposed to be a comedy, you motherfucker.
Yeah, Fallen's kind of known for being one of those
God damn it!
Whenever
And
one of the mods was taking requests for songs, and he would just try and I can't remember
He'd
what
try
song
and
it
pull
was, but he'd try and
Rickroll in
conceal it into something else.
He'd try and fucking rickroll everybody. But no. So I called him out. I sent him a message like, you son of a bitch. You fucking told me, oh, this would be funny, ha ha ha. And then he fucking sold it to me as comedy. So
that's
don't do
funny.
that shit.
In a dark way.
Don't do that shit. Do not sell somebody a series that's a comedy. Oh, it's so funny. And I go, oh, this is great. And then it turns out to be a fucking heart-wrenching disaster. Fuck.
Do not watch Your Line April. Do not watch Angel Beats. Well,
Oh no, I'm already gonna start Angel Beats tomorrow, so I might have
So it's not. This isn't really anime, but it's an animated show. If you guys ever watch BoJack Horseman,
Yes, I'm waiting
It's
for
like-
season 3.
it's like I watched that show like it was going to be a comedy, and by episode 8, I was like sad and depressed. It's funny, but like I just got sad.
Yeah. No, there was another one. My buddy told me after watching Golden Time and being like really sad and depressed after the ending, he told me, "Oh, you should watch Yu Yu Hakusho." I'm like, okay, yeah, I kind of remember that from my kid. Hold on, the first 2 fucking episodes are depressing as shit. Like, they are depressing. It's like, oh, guess what? I got killed saving a kid, and now I'm thinking like nobody misses me. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I remember that as a kid. That show
is
grew
this-
the fuck up.
Oh my god.
Just watch Sailor Moon if you want something happy then.
No, I actually, you know the show that I did watch? K-On! Is actually amazing. That was actually really good. I was shocked.
I watched like the first 3 episodes and I was just,
Yeah. It's one of those things like if you didn't have a grade school that was sort of like a little forgiving, then you won't get it. Because it's basically about kids doing really dumb things and managing to get away with it.
My grade school.
Welcome to Phineas and Ferb. Anyway.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, Phineas and Ferb is kids managing to do dumb shit and being named president.
Ouch.
There's one anime. What's it?
All right, so hold on. We were talking
Baby?
about AMVs. So what makes a good AMV to you? Ethan. Ethan muted his mic. Why?
Just in case there was noise on my end and I didn't really have anything to say.
Just in case I accidentally spoiled Star Wars for you.
Yeah. In case I start like openly talking about Star Wars.
I can just see it. Ethan's just sitting there with his. Hold on, let me just.
God damn it! Luke killed Dumbledore.
He did? Fuck!
So
Go
Was he
for it.
just
Go for it.
talking. Okay.
No, he's not.
I'm not really all that familiar with AMVs, so I don't have a whole lot to say on the subject. And that's what I have to say on AMVs.
And that is exactly how much you don't have to say on the subject.
Okay. Nick!
Using the right anime just depends on the song, because like I said before, you can't have Your Line April's ending, or hell, even Angel Beats ending and have it like an upbeat. Everyone's happy, it's super excited, it's like Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch type of shit. Oh god. It just does not work together. If you can make it work somehow, congrats, but nah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No.
Alright, so hold on. You were saying the most important thing is finding the right song for the show, or finding the right show for the song.
Yeah,
Okay.
because again.
So
ending
you would say something like the Double Rainbow song wouldn't go with
Any SAO
Angel Beats.
ever.
Angel Beats.
I don't know the Double Rainbow song.
How long
No.
have you been alive?
21 years.
Double Rainbow Song is only like 4 years.
Roughly, no. 21 years and almost a month.
Oh my god.
No, but you wouldn't have. Give me a second, because I can't think of anything.
Like
else in my head.
you wouldn't put the fucking song at the ending of Titanic to Ruby.
You totally could though.
You
You
totally
totally
wouldn't,
could.
though. Let me rephrase. You wouldn't put the song at the ending of Titanic to a Ruby fight.
There you go. There you go. Well, unless you slowed it down and cut it really well so it looked like a
No.
dance.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you can make it look like a dance.
There's no way you're making a dance with shotgun guns.
Eh.
Shotgun arms and scythe rifles.
Shotgun arms and scythe rifles, exactly.
Hey, no, you could figure it out. If
My heart
Where there's-
will go on and...
Actually, that might just be enough total like complete cognitive dissonance that it would actually work.
I watched Titanic like 4 days ago, so I feel like I'm the resident expert on this subject.
Nice. There you go. Why did you watch Titanic?
I was going through James Cameron movies.
No.
I swear, if you would have stopped it I was going through, I would have filled it in with a phase.
I was going through this 4 days ago. 4 days ago, I was going through this thing where I was watching a bunch of romantic movies from the 1990s. It was
Rom-coms.
so weird.
Shit like Titanic and Along Came Polly.
And you've got mail.
You've got mail.
No. That was a big ass just advertisement for Starbucks and AOL.
Starbucks, AOL, and nowadays Netflix and Chill. It would be like if Netflix came out with a movie called Netflix and Chill.
Are you hanging your pendants on your microphone stand, Brody?
I am hanging my pendants on my
They should
microphone
probably do that.
So actually, I don't know. Does anybody actually get anything on the Roosty sale this last week?
No, I just, ever since sponsorship ran out, I have just had no reason to go back. Well, the chat, but once that got taken down
The chat
again.
is back.
Yeah, the chat's back.
For fuck's sake, they fixed. Wait, on
It's back
beta?
100%. No, back
No.
100%. Like it's actually there.
Shit.
God damn it! This is what happens when you let your sponsorship run out.
That was the key. That was the key to Adam fixing the chat. Was he didn't let his sponsorship run dead.
God damn it, Adam!
Well, Adam's gone. Time to go back.
I fucking
He's gone.
love
Time to go
that.
back. Let's fix it.
Dude, did you see Joshua trolling everybody in the fucking
Absolutely.
chat?
It's hilarious.
I want to fucking buy Joshua a beer.
I'm
Yeah,
buying
you
Joshua
can.
beer when I see him. Yeah.
Hmm?
I say I'm buying Joshua a beer next time I'm in Austin.
He's fucking
Shits
fantastic.
and grins.
Dude, what,
Can
are
you
you
buy
coming
me
for
a beer next time you're in Austin?
I'll buy you a beer when I'm in Austin.
Ethan?
Heck yeah, I love free beer. It's like
I'm not
one
buying-
of my favorite.
No.
I'm buying
I
you a
just-
beer, Eric. I'm sorry. One beer per household.
Hold on, I just realized. Ethan, you need to do side quests this year. We
If I
all
say
need
buy
to
me
do
a
side
beer and
quests
give it
this
to
year.
Eric, will that count?
absolutely.
So, yeah, what is side quest?
It's the fucking. It's all of the events that the Rooster Teeth charity side does. Like they do a Bar Olympics, they do a sign auction, and they do a dinner at Salt Lake.
Oh, right on.
It's fucking amazing, dude. The bar crawl is unbelievable. Every time, every fucking year, it just gets insane. Like this last year, we had how many people did we have show up? Rody, were you there?
Nope.
Oh, dude.
I was
think we
looking
had,
at your
like-
RTX 2014 footage. There was easily 20 plus just off of the footage I saw.
Like in our group, there was like 20 people. Just in our group, and that was the group that was rolling around 6th Street. Like the group that stayed at the bar was easily another 15, 20 people. It's fantastic, dude. Oh shit, I missed a message. I missed a call from Paul. Hang on real quick. Let me just send him a message.
God damn it, Paul.
Oh, Paul is on the road.
Hey, that's a case of beer.
What?
That's a case of beer.
What do you mean a case of beer?
So that
It's
was
a
the thing
one-week
when we were on Mythbusters
sponsorship.
crew. If your phone came out when you were on the Mythbusters crew, or if your phone went off when the camera was rolling, you bought the crew a case of beer.
I wish that happened on Top Gear because that Jeremy Clarkson would have fucking broke.
No, that's exactly how it went on Mythbusters. You heard a phone go off? while cameras were rolling, that's a case of beer. If a film came out to text while cameras weren't rolling, that's a case of beer. Somebody caught it.
Oh my god. You'd like have to go take a shit every time you wanted to send a text message then. Alright. Again, moving on back to AMVs.
Oh.
So,
You guys seen Samurai 7?
I have seen the Seven Samurai. Does that count?
No. Samurai 7 is a thing. Samurai 7 was, oh god, when did that come out? It was a while, not a while ago, but a while ago. It was like 2004 is when it came out. It was produced by Gonzo. And
The Seven
it was based
Samurai
on,
came out in
it was
1957.
based on, yeah, it was based on that movie, The Seven Samurai. It was based on the movie, but it was an anime that was written for one American season, 26 episodes, and it was given a budget pretty much comparable to Gundam Zero's entire season, or entire seasons. Pretty much the entire budget of Gundam Zero went into this one season of Samurai 7, and
Okay.
oh my god, it was cool.
Okay, I want to hear more about this show, but first I have to ask, and this is from someone who doesn't know much about the production of animation.
Cost.
What does budget help with when it comes to producing anime?
More
the
anime.
amount of animators you can
Yeah.
have producing frames.
Yeah,
That
more
just sounds like speed, not like quality.
No, it's
How,
quality.
how
It's
fast
quality.
can we produce, not how
No,
good is the
because-
anime?
No, because
You can-
instead of
you can
having...
tell
hang
this-
on, hang on.
No,
Brody, let me explain.
Don't
Let
you
me
get
explain. Let me explain. Instead of having one animator work on 10 frames, you can have 10 animators working on 10 frames.
Or a better way to put it, you can
So
tell an
having-
animator, work with this guy, and this guy. You guys are going to do this fight scene, and I want you guys to cut it out so that you each do a quarter of the scene, but make it all blend and make it all work.
Okay, but like quality of drawing doesn't equate to quality of show, right?
So here's the
often,
thing.
but-
A lot of people forget this, but if you enjoy the art style of an anime, you can forgive a lot of crap. Like there's a
Okay,
lot
so,
of
like-
shit a show can get away with a really good art style.
So like my mind immediately goes to last year a movie came out called The Tale of Princess Kaguya, and it was not like detailed in its anime, like really watercolory, kind of like dirty. Like, it wasn't detailed, like it wasn't spirited away, right? But at the same time, it was just as good of a movie, and my thought immediately says, well, if they can make just as good of a movie without having like super high quality animation style, then how does the budget help there at all?
See, that's the other thing. It's also about kind of production time. So if you can create the animation in this amount of time, but you only have this amount of time, having a bigger budget means you can make this happen, and you can still have the story done.
So for future reference, Futurama cost around $60,000 an episode to make. They put $300,000 an episode into Samurai 7.
Okay, so do you have like line items there? Like how much of that 300,000 goes to artistry? How much goes to writing costs? How much goes to catering?
So for the most part, in Samurai 7, a lot of it went to CGI, into getting good CGI, which back in 2004, that was difficult.
Yeah,
I just Matrix days,
I don't
or
equate
Matrix Reloaded days.
CGI to good anime. I never really have.
But it was it was a fantastic series. It's
Okay,
definitely something
well, like
I
that
wanna
by itself can say what you need to say.
Yeah, but I mean, so here's the other thing.
I'm just not sure like having a huge budget necessarily means that the show is good.
see. Having the
So,
budget also means that they don't have to cut a lot. They don't have to drop things on the cutting room floor because the end date is coming up. They can get a couple more people to work on it, get things out faster, get things out before the end date, before you need to go to print.
yeah.
So.
I would say the other thing is...
Well, how often does cutting room floor stuff happen because of time restraints?
A
It seems
lot.
like that.
A good example, although it's
Because
not
a lot of
anime.
them, anytime I start editing down, I cut story stuff that can be expunged, not like what I can't manage to edit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the other thing. That's two big things with... I'm going to bring up a common example, SAO. Stop. Fucking... Like, I know what you're going to start with, but
I didn't even.
Okay, fine. Rhodey. Then it was Rhodey who did
Oh
that.
wait, no.
Anyway,
I have an idea of what could have immediately been cut.
I'm going to bring two examples. One of the big ones was the art style in SAO forgave a lot of crap. Like a lot of people were able to get over a lot of story shit because the art was fantastic. It was really easy to look at. The other thing is, back to the cutting room floor thing, there was an entire whole. It should have been its own episode that was entirely cut and put into the second series. And if you've seen the series, if you've seen both series, you know what I'm talking about. It's the whole thing where the what's his name, Kirito, right?
Yeah.
Kirito and like the whole assault group goes out to take out a murder guild called Laughing Coffin.
Oh yeah. They
That
just chopped
whole
that into
scene,
like one thing.
that would have been a whole episode, and it would have been fantastic for Kirito's character building, but it got cut. And then they tried to kind of shoehorn it into Series 2 to give him some sort of reason to be, down about himself. So that's one of those things. Like if they'd had the budget, if they'd had the time, then they probably could have made that its own episode, and it would have been fantastic. And it would have really added to the stories.
As a result of that getting cut, though, was there a lot of fluff in places past that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then fair enough.
Yeah. There
But
were
a lot of times I've heard people like complaining that things get cut, and then I can ask a question like that, and people say, no, all the story is important. Well, then that just comes down to time restraints, not necessarily like budget restraints.
Yeah.
Like we only have 26 episodes to tell this story, or 12 episodes, or 5 episodes, or whatever you have. If you only have 5 episodes, then you have to cut things based on story.
Yeah.
But if you have genuine like fluff later on where you're just like, crap, we don't have enough story to tell, then yeah, that totally justifies what you're saying.
Yeah. It's just especially because the scene that I'm talking about happens at the end, or well, close to the end of the series. It would have been really nice to have it there because it would have sort of expounded on like how tense it was getting at the end. Instead of it being sort of like they're going, time skip, and then all of a sudden they're at 475, and it's like, oh, no, series over. We're done. Like, that was probably my biggest complaint with the series of the first one, was because they kept building up this thing of like 70 or 100 floors in the game. And you have to get to floor 100. It's going to be the final boss. And then they get to 474, and then 75, they're done. Like, we don't get to see the whole fucking 100 floors. We're promised this epic fight.
And then shot.
Nothing. Exactly. What the fuck? And like they didn't even save it so you could come back to it later. They're just like, okay, well now we're just going to destroy that whole world. Sorry, we're done.
Well, that's the thing, is that in the second half of season 2, they started rebuilding and, I guess, updating Aincrad to the public again.
Well,
Granted, it was more just like with Asuna and Kirito's first house being a more primarily focused thing at that point, since it's like Gun Game Online, Elfheim Online, the first part of season 1, and whatnot.
See, that was the other thing I really didn't like about SAO. Like, that was one of the things that really bugged me, is like, how many companies thought after what happened with Sword Art Online, they're like, you know, this is a good business strategy. Let's have several million people log into a system where they can't fucking move for 7 hours at a time. Especially after the complete monumental failure of SAO. Like, how does this seem like a good idea?
I don't know.
Well,
Ask Blizzard.
It took a second.
Shots fucking fired.
No, but think about it for a second. That's what we're eventually heading to, because we have VR technology right now, but once we get to stuff like what's in Sword Art, or at least in that universe,
it's going to happen. We're already fast on the way there. Like I can't deny that, like, when it does happen, it's going to be amazing. When it does happen and when it does work, it will be absolutely incredible. But all the same, there needs to be some serious rules about what you can do with people's heads once they're in there.
Tons and tons of filler. Just throw it in their heads.
Mm. God, that. Like, here, let me just point this out. All right. SAO2 was way better than SAO1. That point to me a reason where I'm wrong.
First half of season 2, just Gun Gale Online was not needed. The one character that they got is just like, she's there for like the first and the second half of season 2 for a few episodes, and then after Excalibur arc, whatever the hell, gone.
No, look, SAO2, the first half, Gun Gale, was probably, for me, in terms of writing, in terms of storytelling, was way better than SAO1. Like, I like Shinon's story better than Kirito's story, bar none. I really did, because she actually has character development. She actually is broken in the beginning and actually learns how to become a better person at the end. Kirito is fucking wish fulfillment all the time. He doesn't grow. He doesn't become a different person. He is exactly who he is at the beginning of the series as he is at the end of the series. He doesn't change. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm serious. I want to know if you think I'm wrong.
I don't know, just it seems like the one character that they got is just like after Excalibur arc, filler, whatever, not filler, arc, something, just vanished. Maybe if there's something in the manga, or if there's ever a season 3 that
she's still in
she
it.
comes back, then
No, she's still in it. Of course she is. Dude, she's the fucking Archer dude in the end of season 2. That's
for
her.
when she was getting Excalibur back, and when they were going to get Excalibur.
And at the end of she does show up for a little bit at the end of season 2 when they're doing the Mother's Rosario arc, but like, she doesn't really do anything because that's all about Asuna and not about Kirito, which is something I also liked. Like, I honestly, here's the problem with Kirito, is that he doesn't grow.
At all.
Like, he doesn't change. He is the strongest, he is the fastest, the smartest, he is the fucking ace all the time. The only time that changes at the end of Mother's Rosario when he gets his ass whooped by a fucking 12-year-old. That's the only time. I can't think of another time when he actually does something interesting.
I don't know, maybe if, again, possibility of a season 3, actually let me check that, or if I just say screw it, you start...
Season 3 is coming out, I think, in February.
If she's more in season 3, then sure, I can consider it, but until then, it's just like, you could have written off Gun Gale and it not matter to anyone.
Well, again, if you like Kirito as a character, yeah, I can see that. But if you want to see like a character who actually starts out like trying to better themselves, then I would say Gun Gale is fantastic. Because I think that whole Gun Gale arc really went through a place that a lot of gamers don't go to. Is like it's the sense of identity between being in the game and outside the game. And that's something that SAO1 sort of went into, but it didn't really go into like the psychological impact of what it was like to be in these games and have it be so real to some people. I really like that.
That reminds me of a game theory episode that covered Until Dawn. That it's not. It's something. It's a different topic than just in a game or something, but it goes along that line of like someone's mentalness or mental wellness or a lack thereof in the case of it, with the sister's brother who wasn't aware of the prank that was happening and he blamed himself, yada yada. I'll just link the video and it explains it a lot better.
Yeah.
Let me find it.
Link it in Skype. And I'll watch
I know.
it. Okay. But seriously, I
think after the first anime episode, that's just kind of the general rule.
please. Rhodey knows what I'm talking about. Ethan probably... No, actually, Ethan doesn't know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah, who knows?
Um,
I don't know. Whatever.
Ian's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just reading Star Wars shit.
I'm reading Star Wars stuff. I'm like a half listening to you guys.
He's listening. That counts.
I know. He's trying. He's giving it 70%.
Really, like any other night, I'd be like all into this, but the fact that number one, I just saw Star Wars. Number two, anime is not like really my thing. It kind of is, but not like super crazy fan base.
You'll see Donald Trump.
I'm too into Star Wars right now, guys. I don't care.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But
I'll hear a keyword every now and then, and I'll pop in and I'll give my 2 cents, and then I'll leave again, and I'll keep reading Star Wars stuff.
all right, so
Like 3 casts from now, we can have a Star Wars talk, and then I'll be all into it.
no,
That'd be great.
I think next cast we should do a movies
The
cast.
video games.
Actually, that's something we haven't fucking done, and that's weird because I'm putting this on my gaming channel, and I haven't fucking done. No, well, I have the constantly distracted one. You know what? Actually, this might go better if I put it on the constantly distracted one, wouldn't it?
I mean, it's content for either one. No, I'm
Okay.
just, it's like, it's content for either one at the end of the day, so just post it wherever.
Pretty much, yeah. Anyway, so, Nick, this is something I want to talk about with you, though.
Oh, God.
What was...
I'm innocent.
Guilty! Being in space.
All right, anyway, moving on. What was your least favorite part of SAO? And I think the reason I keep bringing up SAO is because it's probably the most accessible show. It's one of the easiest ones to get into.
Least favorite. Man, it's just, I'll generally skip the Christmas episode.
Why? Because it was the one episode where Kirito was fucking broken as shit?
No. Well,
that was the one episode where I can agree that he actually showed character development. But no, that's one you want to skip. Okay, that's fine.
no, it's just like, it's kind of weird because it's a very seasonal episode. It's like, yeah, happy holidays and everything. It's the middle of February. I can't exactly just sit there and watch this and
Dude, oh my
be like,
god.
happy holidays.
I love how fucking SWA Bridge did that. It's snowing. It's Christmas apparently in July. And then I love how they went into like the holiday shoot. It's like, oh, it's like, and Kirito still had one friend left in the guild. He's like, oh, suicide! No! Christmas! Nobody kills himself at Christmas, right? Oh Christ, I need more bourbon.
God damn it.
That was fucking awesome. Like that was probably one of my favorite episodes in the first season of SAO. But I digress. Least favorite moment. Go for it.
It would just, from season 1, it would just have to be the Christmas thing because it's very out there. It's just, I don't know. I think depending on when they started doing everything, it's just kind of like, oh, yeah, it'll line up with the holiday when it gets released for the first time and whatnot. Yeah, we see the image video.
Yeah, we can see it, Roddy.
I think
you
it
and
would have to
fucking
be
Gavin.
Me and fucking Gavin. Damn
the final episode of season 1, first half of it, where he meets whatever the hell his name is or something. Ends up
Kaiba?
having, yeah, not Kaiba. Wait, no. Entrance of the hospital dude who was apparently
Sugu.
supposed to.
Sugu.
Yes.
Yeah. Really?
It's just like
That was your least favorite moment? Really?
they already had like the most epic battle or something. Or they tried to play it up. It's like he gets Excalibur in the first season. It's like System ID, Excalibur, and he stabs him in the eye. Spoiler.
He fucking sticks the sword through his brain. Yeah, that was awesome. I was like, yes,
No,
finally.
that's the part I like. But then they sit there and he's like, his eyes all messed up and everything. It's just like, this is the aftermath of like the epic battle that you guys tried so hard to play up.
And they did. It worked. The epic battle worked really well. They were like, here's the ace against the fucking moron who just took over. So, in that sense, it did work. But yes, when they went to the parking lot and have a fucking knife fight, it did not work at all. I was like, I feel really bad for this old dude trying to take on a fucking 17-year-old with a knife.
It just, his eyes, I don't know, it just feels like it's a little bit of spare change to the fight that they just concluded where he got his ass kicked and a sword through his skull.
Well, I think it was more of them like trying to appease the fact like he's not going to give up. It's like, yeah, well, neither am I. So,
True.
yeah. Potato, potato. It's not really. That wasn't my least favorite. Rody was your least favorite.
Favorite anime?
No, least favorite scene from SAO.
You say that like I've seen SAO.
Alright, least favorite anime then, since we're on that train.
Least favorite scene from your least favorite anime.
Oh, you had to quantify, or you had to qualify it with least favorite. Because least favorite scene from my favorite anime would have been last Saturday at fucking Ruby.
Oh, wasn't that the shit though?
As a kid, that was a punch to the nuts for everyone
fucking
watching.
Kick in the balls.
But for my least favorite anime, God, what the hell would my least favorite anime be? There's not been an anime. No, I take that the fuck back. There's an anime that I can't recall the name of because I watched it, and then the night after that, my stomach went up into my throat and spit acid on the parts of my brain that remembered watching it. What the fuck is the name of this?
So let's not talk about that one. Let's talk about Ruby then.
Man Girls? God. Is that the name?
No, God, no. It wasn't even close to something like Bang Girls. It was very not safe for work. It was absurdly stupid. I don't know.
Let's not. Rody. Let's not. Okay?
The best part about it.
Don't nuke it. Do not. Let's actually try and not nuke this one, please. I'm with Eric on this.
Hold on.
Hang on.
Rody.
The best part of watching that horror anime.
Rody.
I had a friend of mine who was a comedian.
Rody.
He was providing glorious running commentary the whole time. I mean, nothing makes a crappy anime better than having your comedian friend from New York going, "Oh man, would you look at those tits? Oh, and they're gone."
Rody, I want to be able to release this one on YouTube. Can we please?
You can release this one. I haven't said the name yet. Mostly because I can't remember it.
Is it mostly because you can't remember it, or entirely because you can't?
Entirely. It's entirely because I can't remember it.
All right. So moving on. Least favorite part of Ruby was the last episode. Why was that?
God damn, it's a kick in the nuts to everybody who's watching the thing.
Okay, but why? Okay, full disclosure, there's spoilers, all right? There's been fucking spoilers since the beginning. There's going to be spoilers to the end. No, Ethan, does not give you disclosure to talk about Star Wars.
And you're damn straight.
Okay.
Noted.
Brody, go on.
It's a kick in the nuts to everybody who watches that series and knows that, oh, there's shit that they can tell.
I love how you're fucking wearing the Yang emblem right now.
Yeah. Everybody in the goddamn arena can tell when somebody's using their semblance. Coco saw him use that semblance last week, or the week before that, which means everybody in the goddamn arena knows what Mercury's semblance is. Because it was televised on the thing, the camera was pointing at Coco, and she went, "Oh, hi, Yatsu," and then the screen went, "Bong, Yatsu's been eliminated," blah, 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 blah. And then the camera looks, and there's Yatsu still. And she's like, "You clever fucker." So everybody, at this point, everybody in the arena knows what Mercury's semblance is.
Yep.
And yet, we're going to go ahead and kick people in the nuts by making everybody in the arena go, and making all the Grimm go, "Oh, I felt that."
Yeah, I think the best part about it was that fucking, dude. I do love how it was done, though. It was so good.
Also, motherfucking Miles. I know you wrote this episode. Miles, pay attention to me. I'm only saying this once. What the fuck? You don't put a cliffhanger like that on Saturday and then don't put out an episode for a month and a half.
Yeah, I know. Isn't the next episode comes out like January 16th, right? Or
the shit is wrong with you. It's 5 weeks till the next episode, Miles. 5 weeks.
5 fucking weeks, man.
A lot could happen to a girl in juvenile detention in 5 weeks, Carrie and Miles.
You should, dude, Rhodey, come to RTX next year and ask that at the fucking panel. Go like, all right, I was on this podcast once and I was talking about my least favorite scene.
Go to the Ruby panel and
in
just like, all
anime.
right, Carrie and Miles, I got to sit down and have a heart-to-heart with you two because we're right here, right now at this Q&A panel. Miles and Carrie, we're going to have us a come to Jesus moment. So sit down and come to Jesus, baby.
I was on this podcast talking about my least favorite scene in anime, or my least part of anime. And Ruby sprung to mind. And
no
immediately
shit,
they're
there I
gonna go,
was.
and they're going to go,
My least favorite moment in my favorite anime, and Ruby came to mind, and they're like, So there was that episode before Christmas.
That fucking Coliseum scene, you motherfuckers.
You cheeky motherfucker, Carrie.
I can't stay mad at Carrie though. I can't stay
Miles
mad at either of
Miles
them.
is a clever motherfucker because I know he wrote that, and Carrie's a clever or a cheeky motherfucker because he went, yeah, that'd be fun. Let's put let me put it another way. Miles wrote the whole story, and Carrie went, yeah, let's put that one before our month-and-a-half Christmas break.
Oh god.
Miles, you cheeky bitch. But I
I
hate
know. I fucking love you, Maz, but I still love how. So when Stan was first in sponsor chat after he became an employee at Rooster Teeth, and he was hanging out, and we're all kind of chatting.
Yeah, we were all just shooting shit with him. Yeah, I remember that.
He's cool as hell. I love fucking Stan. That dude's awesome. But more to the point, he's talking about working with Miles. It's like, I just gotta say, guys, you can't stay mad at Miles. His laugh will cure diseases. And he's fucking right.
Miles'
If you
laughter
ever
can
hear-
cure cancer. We all know it.
If you ever hear Miles laugh, it is absurd. Like, you will just start going... You can't help it. It's fucking infectious. You know what? I'm going to download this podcast later and count exactly how many times I've dropped the F-bomb.
Just when you do a supercut, just add like a counter on the top somewhere.
Ding, 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 ding. I'm going to be really sad at myself because okay, first of all, I drank this entire glass filled to the brim with rum. And
Which entire glass?
Huh?
His little his little 8-ounce glass, yeah.
This glass.
This
Full.
glass?
Yeah, that glass full of rum.
This glass.
No, and then,
Oh, I don't
and
have
then
to do
this
one.
is my second one of these.
It's just an IPA.
This one is, what's the percentage on these?
It's an IPA, so probably around 4.5.
Is it Austin Beer Works?
Okay, Austin Beer Works 5.5.
8.6.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't
So
remember what
I'm
that was. Oh, 5%.
I'm a little buzzed.
From now on, we just have to have, or if you ever, actually no, Supercut just have to have like a warning. People have been drunk on this podcast and shit that will probably offend you will be said.
No, that's
So please put it away now
That's
if you
the
are
intro
not,
to-
or if you're part of the Light of Heart.
That
That's
should be
the
the
intro
intro
to
to
today's-
every
no.
podcast.
That's gonna be the intro to today's podcast. Is Eric just right there going, "How much alcohol's in this podcast?"
This is a 50%?
And FriBox.
Is it how many percent is in this? How many percent? 50? 40. 40% is in this glass? That's a lot. Wow. There's so much alcohol.
Hold on. Ethan,
You have to
Ethan,
supercut those two, your and Ethan's parts as the intro, and then do the logo.
Ethan, you do not get to complain at me about getting drunk. Because I just want to highlight this. Ethan came. Hold on. It was last Wednesday.
It was a Saturday. Thank
It was
you.
a Saturday. Saturday. Okay, it was a Saturday. I woke up at like 9:30. I get up. I'm like, that's fucking Saturday. I don't give a shit. So I walk out and I'm like making breakfast. And I come back in. I'm hanging out, doing some editing and chilling at the computer. At like 2:30, I'm like, I'm gonna make lunch. I come out at 2:30 and I'm like making some food. And Ethan comes walking out at like 3 in the afternoon, and he's just woken. Well, I don't know if he's just woken up. And he comes out, he's like staggering out, like fucking red-eyed. And he's still pale. I'm like, oh my god, is he okay?
You want to defend yourself on this season, or just?
I just want a
There's
scale.
nothing to defend. I was hungover as hell.
I can tell you why you can't.
I openly admit that I had way too much to drink the night before.
Mm-hmm. He's pale because the blood wasn't in his face; it was somewhere else.
God damn it!
It's all right. I admit it. I was hammered. I was hammered. Slept as much as I could.
Yep.
Came out at mid-afternoon sometime, 2 or 3.
No, I've had like that where it's just like I'm gonna do my tradition. I've gone to work and I have to do my nightly routine of I've got to make myself dinner. I'm gonna have a drink and then I'm gonna sit down in my bed and I'm gonna watch a couple episodes of something on Netflix. Or I'm gonna watch anime. Or I'm gonna read a book or something. And then at the end of the week on Friday, after I've done like 12-hour days and then I've done my 8-10 hour pre-bed routine. Friday, I just go to bed. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to bed. I go to bed and I wake up Sunday.
I do all of that except on Friday, I went to our company Halloween. Jesus Christ.
Holiday party.
Your company Halloween party was a little late this year.
I went to our company holiday party.
That's okay. Don't worry. We've got
We
your
went out,
you have your
had
Christmas party
free-
scheduled. It's going to be right around July 4th. You might miss it because of RTX.
We had an open bar.
Brody.
Open bar of the worst bottom of the shelf alcohol. Like they were like, oh, it's gonna be great. There's free drinks, open bar. Terrible drinks, but we were drinking it nonetheless. Afterwards, we went to Dirty 6th Street, continued to get hammered, and by the time I came to, it happened to be like 17 hours later.
Oh,
Christ, man.
God.
It was a rough day. Let's just move past it.
I still love, like, I swear to God, dude, you had the expression, like, if you make a loud noise, I'll fucking strangle you. And
You've
I was just
also
like,
So
To do
full
like a
disclosure,
double
I had been awake for like 6 hours, just in my bed. Like I was like right there, just like hating myself for 6 hours.
God.
Hmm?
I felt really bad for you, too, because I'm like, I've been playing music all morning.
No, that was fine.
Like,
Okay,
okay. Okay.
you were good.
Like, I was sitting there, like, listening to music. I'm like, oh, Ethan's probably up by now. I'm, like, kind of blasting some music. I'm like, and I come out there and I'm making lunch. I'm like, I've been blasting music for, like, 3 hours.
No, I was good. No worries.
Okay. All right. Good to know. If Ethan's hungover, play loud music.
That is almost what I said. But, right?
And what he said is
Well,
he won't care if you play loud music.
Yeah. Oh, man, I'm out of water.
Oh,
Anyway.
Well, it's time for water.
No, I need to drink more water. I'll be right back.
All right, Gus is gone, so let's be real. What do we want to talk about? What do the adults in the room want to talk about, everybody?
Tons. I don't even know.
Definitely the tits.
I-
It's
like,
definitely the tits.
So the idea here is that the topic is anime, and I just don't feel qualified to talk about anime. I watch movies.
Don't worry.
I even watch anime movies, but like
Oh, so
movies,
Ethan,
that's what my thing is, and like
you
anime
need
does
to,
not fall under there.
you need to come to Denver.
Why?
I got a new thing, and you're gonna want to watch it now that you've watched episode 7.
Okay.
I have episodes 4, 5, and 6. 4, 5, and 6
On Laserdisc.
on Laserdisc on the
That's
1997
awesome.
unmodified Laserdisc release.
Yes.
It's
So-
on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Laserdisc, and it comes with this gigantic art book on
Jeez.
like a bunch of George Lucas stuff on like Star Wars and Indiana Jones and Indiana Jones and Indiana Jones and E.T. and a bunch of other stuff. But
George Lucas had nothing to do with
or
E.T.
not E.T. There was another movie in there. One of his little movies right before Star Wars. He had some little movie that came out, and I can't remember. What it was.
THX 1137.
That's it. Yep, that's the one.
Yep,
and that was
that'll
in
do
there
it.
and a couple of other things. And the laser discs are awesome because they only use 5 out of the 6 sides, and on the 6th side is like special edition stuff or special release stuff that you never seen on the DVDs.
Yeah, yeah.
Original trailers that came out on TV back in the day, stuff like that.
Yeah, this week I watched all 3 of the original trilogy, and there's like so much bull crap.
Yeah, I
So
watched
much
it
stuff that
unmodified
he
and
added. Like, why did he add it? Because the versions I watched are like the, post.
they actually explained it really well in whose review was that? It's the guy who does the boring voice and occasionally has his wife tied up in his basement. I forget his name.
Yikes.
What's the-
YouTube.
Are you talking about the Plinkett reviews?
Yes, that's the one. The Plinkett reviews.
Okay.
He nailed it
Okay,
on the head. It's
so-
as the
so
movies
I
got
hate
older,
it.
he put
I hate
more and more and more noise in the movies, like more
So-
visual noise.
So the idea is I can't talk about Star Wars or the prequels at all without someone on the internet just going, well, Plinkett had this great idea about why the original trilogy
Okay.
is so much better. And I can't stand it. Like,
Briefly touch up on
Let's-
Star Wars. If you bitch about any of the trilogies or anything wrong with it, shut up. The
Oh, yeah,
movies
that's-
are old. Leave
the
them
movies are old and
alone.
the movies are good. Episode 1 was probably the low point in the series,
no,
but
it wasn't. Clone Wars was the low point.
no,
If
because
you even try and tell me that Attack of the Clones is better than The Phantom Menace, you can get out, because there's no way that it is.
see, I would give Attack of the Clones points because it actually got story progression moving, as opposed to Episode 1, which was like, we're gonna spend the next hour and a half talking about what happened for 5 days on Tatooine. Good luck.
But at least Episode 1 works as its own, like, compartmentalized movie, whereas Attack of the Clones only works as the Kickstarter to a bigger point.
And also, I really do think that, I mean, to the same effect, Star Wars: A New Hope, The Phantom Menace really only kicked off Return of the Jedi. I mean, it was its own thing, but it wasn't really. It just kind of kicked off the storyline for the Jabba the Hutt opening in Return of the Jedi.
I don't. I think The Phantom Menace was its own story.
It was,
by
and it was
itself.
good. I
Like,
think
and
that-
people complain that it's a boring story because it's just like trade disputes over Naboo. That's fine. Like, you can dislike a movie, and I'm not going to argue against you. But to say that, like, it's a better movie or a worse movie than Attack of the
Yeah.
Clones, I will say
I wouldn't say it's better or
objectively-
worse. I'd say it's its own thing, and it's it's not better or worse, but because it stood on its own, it pulled kind of like what Episode 4 did. It was
it's its own thing, and it doesn't
Yeah,
have to
it's its own-
set up other things.
Yeah, it didn't set up anything at the end of it because they knew they were going to take like a 10-year break between 1 and 2, so they didn't set up anything on purpose. And,
They only took like a 4-year break between.
no, I
one and
mean
two.
like storyline wise, they took like a 10-year break.
Yeah. 'cause
Oh,
it was
yeah,
from,
yeah,
like,
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
14
Anakin was like,
24.
oh yeah, it was 24 years, wasn't it? Damn, I forgot.
Wait,
how long it
between what and what?
was. 1 and 2.
Episode 1 and 2, he went from like 14
No,
to
it wasn't. It wasn't 24. It was 10.
Yeah, it was 10 years. He went from 14 to
He
20.
went from 9 to 19. Anakin's age. He
yeah,
went from
9
9
to
to
10,
19.
you're right.
Oh, okay, fine.
But yeah, I think that theory about Jar Jar being the Phantom Menace, not 100% wrong, but I absolutely think that Dooku was shoehorned into Episode 2 and 3 to back away from the whole Jar Jar thing.
Stepping out from that conversation.
I don't think he's wrong, so, but I haven't seen 7 yet, so we're not going to talk about it.
Okay, so here's the thing. I want to bitch about this for a little bit. My buddy Frank, he was like, we'll go see 7. I'm like, all right, we'll go see 7. And he kind of hemmed and hawed about it, and we just didn't get to go see it. And like the day after, I'm like, I think I'm going to buy tickets to go see it in Austin.
40.
I see a post from him on fucking Facebook, and he's like, I just went to go see 7. It was fucking awesome. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
So
40.
wait, Eric, do you have tickets?
I do not.
Dude, let's go see it.
40.
When do you want to go see it?
I'm probably going to
we
go see it
gotta-
on like
we gotta
Monday.
go
Let's go see it
40.
tonight.
Yeah.
Want to go see what?
Let's go see it tonight.
Tonight?
You're not
It's
getting
like-
tickets to it
It's
tonight.
fucking 10 o'clock.
It's
So what?
nine-
It's
it's
9:15.
It's
Okay.
9:17
Hold
on
on.
Friday on opening weekend. You're not getting in tonight.
Let's hang on. Let me check Alamo.
We can see. We can see it at 11:30 at Cinemark.
You gotta go
I'd
see
rather
Star
see
Wars
it at
40.
Alamo.
You know
Never
what?
seen
You
it.
know what seat you're gonna get at 11:30 at Cinemark, right? Front row in the edge, and you're gonna be sitting there watching it like this.
Cinemark is not that far from us. It's actually the closest theater.
You're gonna watch the whole movie like this.
Hang
Is
on,
it like a
hang on.
walk away, or would you have to drive or just get an Uber or something?
Yeah, we could Uber there. It's closer than downtown.
I've,
You guys-
I've been
by the
drinking,
way,
so.
Now that you guys are in Austin,
Yeah,
car to
probably
go
a
is
good better idea.
definitely a plus for you.
Hey, look, we could go see it tomorrow at 2:10 a.m.
That's tonight.
2:10 a.m.
That's tonight. Let's be fair.
I'm not doing 2:10 a.m.
Are
It's
you
a
sure we
2.5
can
hour
stay
film,
up?
Eric. It's a 2.5 hour movie. Do you really
I
want to be
will.
up until
I will
5?
do 11:30 p.m. I will
We can
not
see
do 2 o'clock
We
a.m.
could see it tomorrow at 9:55 p.m.
That's still opening. Yeah.
We could see
You
it
think it
tomorrow
would
at
be better to
9:40
sit there
a.m.
and skip opening weekend?
Do I
could
think
see-
that? No, I
we
don't
could see
think
it.
skipping
Hang
opening
on,
weekend is
hang
a
on.
good idea.
Hang on, just a suggestion here. We could see it tomorrow at the South Lamar place at 1:25 p.m. in 3D.
I do not like 3D.
We could see it tomorrow at
1:26
9 a.m.
in 2D.
no, at 10 a.m. Sorry, Sunday, 10 a.m. or 8 a.m. at the South Lamar.
Yeah, I do like 3D films, but I only like them when they were originally recorded in 3D, not when they got.
We could see it at 10:10 tomorrow morning at Cinemark, and we don't have to go through downtown Austin to get there.
Yeah, but Saturday. It's Saturday downtown Austin.
No, we don't have to go through downtown Austin. This isn't downtown.
But it's Saturday downtown Austin, not Friday
No, it's
night
not downtown Austin. It's north of us.
I
Think
know,
about
but
it. It's
but I'm
Saturday
talking about-
morning. People are
but
going
I'm
to be
talking
hungover and they don't want to go anywhere.
hang on. I'm talking about Alamo, not Cinemark.
Why?
Cause beer.
Cuz
Oh.
beer.
Okay, cuz beer. All right, let's go to the 9 a.m. show so we can start drinking at 9 a.m.
Exactly.
That'll be so
Hey,
great.
hey. Anybody who bitches about drinking at 9 a.m. has never worked a midnight shift.
Very true.
I have not worked a midnight shift. I have worked a 10 a.m. shift and a 3 a.m. shift, and normally by the time I'm done, I don't think about beer and movies.
So I worked 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. for like a year and a half, and people gave me shit for drinking at like 8 a.m. I'm like, motherfucker, what do you want me to do? Drink at 6 p.m. and then go to work?
Fair enough.
You want me to drink while I eat my Wheaties and then just go to work? Because I absolutely did do that in reverse. Like, I had my breakfast at 6 p.m., and then I had my lunch at 1 a.m. at a burger place that was open at 1 a.m., an awesome burger place by my work. And then I had, like, steak and potatoes for dinner at 8 a.m. Everybody's like, oh, you're going to make some eggs with that? No, fuck you. This is dinner.
Dude.
It's giving you a weird look like the hell.
Dude, I remember there's a fucking comedian, John Caparulo. If anybody's seen him, but he's fucking hilarious. But he's talking about one of his experience working on a golf course. And he's in Florida. And he's like, he's out in Florida working on this golf course. And he's like, all right, I'm going to be mowing the lawns in the morning. And he goes out and meets his supervisor. And his supervisor's got a cooler sitting right next to him. And his supervisor looks at him and goes, hey, you want a beer? He's like, it's fucking 8 a.m. Fuck yeah, I want a beer.
It's 8 a.m. What the fuck do you think? I'll get you two.
They're fucking drinking and fucking mowing the lawn at 8 in the morning. I don't give a fuck. I'll drink at 12:05 p.m.
Nick, this is for you.
Is it in Skype?
It's in Skype. It's a Ruby thing.
No.
No, if it's something RT related and it's behind the sponsor wall, I'm SOL.
Oh my god.
Oh, the Blaine thing. All right.
No,
I fucking love Blaine, by the way.
Well, I'm curious about the Blaine thing too, but
I'm not gay, but if he asked me to go down on him, I would.
Hey, I have bad news for you.
what the fuck?
I think you might fall into the gay category.
No. Definitely not.
I mean, let's be fair. The best we can give you right now is curiously bisexual.
See, here's the thing.
But
We have
leaning
one.
gay.
Best I'm gonna
We
give you
have
is
one
totally
person. We have one person watching.
Hi, one person. He's
I don't
curiously
know.
bisexual.
Not anymore.
I don't know how long this person's been watching, but I apologize. But
That guy
anyway,
over there, that guy with the red
We
headphones and
diverge
black hair,
from-
he's curiously bisexual.
thanks, Brody. Thanks, Brody. Nice to be told by the dude who's wearing a fucking Yang. Never mind.
Yeah, I am wearing a fucking Yang. And you know who I'd like to bang? Fucking Yang. You know why? 'Cause tits.
Also,
At least he's bringing it back to anime, kind of.
oh god, actually, yeah. What were we talking about again with anime? We were talking about anime something or other.
Sword art, like no least favorite, and then Rhodey went like, I'm about to have a 1-to-1 or heart-to-heart with Miles.
I need to
and
have a
Carey.
heart-to-heart with Miles and Carey right now. Miles and Carey, I'll make it up to you. I will buy you.
Don't
beer
end
and
on a
sugar
cliffhanger
cookies.
like that.
No, but actually, that brings up a really good scene from one of my favorite movies. Was it End of Watch? I don't know if anybody's seen that movie. Anybody? End of Watch.
I have seen that movie, yeah.
What'd you think of it?
It was okay. I didn't think it was totally memorable.
Okay.
I enjoyed myself watching it. It's not something that I would like go buy the Blu-ray for so I could watch it over and over again though.
So I convinced a friend of mine to watch that, and he he went home that day, and we talked the next week when we worked at the farmers market, and he said, I had trouble sleeping after watching that movie. The ending was so fucking dark. Like, it literally went from like, oh, you know, there's ha, we're all good, all of a sudden just dead. Like, remember this really awesome character? Dead.
I
Remember
thought
that character you gave a shit about in Game of Thrones? Dead.
Every main character in Game of Thrones dead.
Yeah, pretty much. But anyway, no, it actually, I really like I don't know, Ethan, what'd you think of the characters?
End of Watch.
Yeah.
No, I liked how they interacted together. I thought the two actors, Gyllenhaal and Pena, had good chemistry. I think it was kind of like nationalism porn in the sense that like it really appeals to people that love that sort of thing, like police and honor and like being everything for your partner kind of dealio. It just felt like it was really appealing to that demographic, that crowd that like absolutely loves people sacrificing themselves for other people, that sort of deal. So
I'd say, like, on one hand,
storytelling. I also thought that the fact that they were playing so hard into the like handheld, this is realism camera sort of stuff was kind of drab nonsense that I didn't want to see. I'd personally rather just see a movie where it's not like a Kodak film like handycam that I'm watching this thing through.
I don't know. I thought the whole body cam thing was actually kind of cool because they made it like a clear story reason. Like, we're wearing the cameras because this is for a student film project that I'm working on. But I thought that was actually kind of cool. But one of the problems I did have with it was,
Use your words.
what now? What now, Brody? One of the problems I did have with it was that they didn't. They played up the DE, or sorry, is it DE or ICE? It was ICE, right?
I don't remember.
It was they basically played it up like the ICE guys were like, oh, we're trying to protect you, and you just have to stay quiet and don't talk about this and don't investigate any further. Like, that's not what they'd actually tell them to do. The ICE guys would be like, congratulations, thank you for finding this. They wouldn't do the whole like, oh, you're bad people because you found this fucking safe house full of fucking refugees. They wouldn't have done that. They would have said, like, congratulations, thank you so much, like, good job. Now we need to go catch these guys. Congratulations. And they would have patted them on the back and walked away. They wouldn't have been like, oh, you guys suck, you're terrible. But anyway, that was one of the problems I had with it. But honestly, I kind of... At some points, I think they tried to push it a little too hard. Because I want to be 100% honest. The gang problem in LA, or especially in East LA, is that bad. Like, it actually is that bad. It's not something to joke about. So I think it did a good job highlighting that, but at the same time, pulled a lot of the buddy cop stuff that was really not fun.
Yeah, the buddy cup stuff got a little overwhelming, and it got pretty like
I
nationalistic. It got very.
it's
Too
just I think
fascist.
It tried really.
I think it tried too hard. Like the concept
Yeah, it
was
did.
good. The concept was good, but I think it just in terms of acting, I'd say like Gyllenhaal is just way too intense.
No, I thought the acting was actually really good. I have no problems with the acting. I just have I have a problem with the theme, really.
Exactly, but like exactly when you pair that theme with the really intense acting that like Gyllenhaal and Pena bring, like, I think it was just too much. Like, I think that
possibly.
if they kind of leveled off a bit, it would have made a lot more sense and been a lot more appreciable. But I think it was just too much. That being said, if you've seen Southpaw, that movie was fucking fantastic.
Really, I couldn't stand it.
Really?
Yeah, I thought Gyllenhaal was the only good thing about that movie.
But see, that's
Nothing
my
else is
favorite.
good.
That's my favorite thing about it is that fucking Gyllenhaal, dude. He always takes every fucking role to another level. It's so much fun to watch him.
I'm fine with that, but I can see other great performances and have a better movie. Like, performance isn't what makes a movie.
You know,
We can talk about this in the performance or the movie cast. We
okay,
can talk
one
about
point.
this.
One point I want to bring up. Do you know who was originally slated to be in that movie?
No.
Eminem. Nope, Eminem was originally slated to be in that movie.
Yikes.
Hold on. Tell me that would not have been a fun movie to watch.
Fun to watch, not good.
Eh.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta say, like, for me, Eminem is probably one of my favorite artists of all time. He's a lot of fun to watch. Like, he probably doesn't come up with the most original or most amazing content, but he is a lot of fun to watch. As somebody who's legitimately insane, he's fun to watch. Dude's nuts. He's crazy.
No, I'm trying to
I
tie
love-
this into Rhodey's Hospital as a joke or something, but I can't
I
think
love
of it.
No,
he knows he's nuts too. Like, he went on fucking what movie was that?
Of
The
course
Korea
he knows
movie.
he's nuts. He went to fucking The Interview.
Yeah, The Interview. He was on The Interview. He's just like, oh, by the way, I'm a raging
He was
homosexual.
really, really funny in that movie.
Just like perfectly
he's-
deadpan too. She's just like, oh, by the way,
He's
I'm
always
just a
that
raging
funny,
homosexual.
though. He's
I
always
like
that funny.
dick. I like the caca.
Exactly. But he's always been like that. It took a fucking nationally acclaimed movie to bring that out in him. Like, he's always been like that, though.
Nationally acclaimed is a strong way to put that movie, by the way.
It was, though. Movie got banned in Korea for like 2 months.
Of course, it got banned in Korea. They blew Kim Jong Il up to the tune of fucking Katy Perry.
That movie was fun, though. It was good.
Not only did they blow Kim Jong Un up, they blew his ass up with an artillery shell in his helicopter in slow motion to the tune of Firework.
Oh my god!
Everything you just said sounds fantastic. I don't know why you're complaining about this.
No,
I'm
it
not
was-
saying I'm not complaining. I'm just saying no fucking shit. It was banned in Korea. If a single copy of that DVD made it to Korea, there'd be a spec ops team from Pyongyang to come over and just snap that disc in half right in front of the guy who bought it.
Hey, did you guys ever play Mercenaries, by the way?
Yes. Oh, no, you didn't.
Just out of curiosity.
Yes,
I-
I played
every time-
Mercenaries and Mercenaries 2 World of Flames.
Mercenaries 2 was terrible. And
That's-
Mercenaries by
The
itself.
soundtrack
so
to
great.
Mercenaries 2 was amazing.
I don't
I'm gonna
remember.
find. Hang on.
I just
I'm gonna
remember
find that
hating
song.
Mercenaries 2.
I'm gonna find that song. Hang on. I have to find this song. It's so good.
How long will I slide and separate
No, you
my
didn't.
mind?
So, who wants
So
to go see
good.
Star Wars tonight?
Not tonight. Tomorrow, for sure. Absolutely, I will do tomorrow. Tomorrow at 9:40 a.m. at Village.
9:40.
Yeah. What, are you not going to be awake by then?
I should quit drinking if that's going to be the case.
Will he be sober enough to walk out of the door and not have red eyes?
See, I'm not an alcoholic. Alcoholics are people who don't have a drink and need a drink. I have a drink.
So I don't need one. Cheers, mate. Let's grab some more scotch.
Cheers, mate.
East Palmer Lane. Here we go. It's 20 minutes from us. At 9:40 a.m. there will probably be no traffic.
I'm telling you, Cinemark is the way to go.
Why?
Because it's the closest theater to us.
How close is it?
Palmer to 35 before we even
beer.
hit 45.
But beer, man.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm not drinking at 9:40, no matter what. I don't
Come
care
on.
I don't care if it's next door. I'm not drinking at 9:40.
Live a little, Ethan. I mean, I'd be down, but like this one is just down 35.
But the Alamo
7:30.
Draft House in Austin has like red pepper hummus for morning appetizers and stuff like that.
Yeah, dude, this one's super close too. It's just down
Where-
Palmer to 35.
What's the name of the theater?
The Alamo Draft House.
Draft House,
Austin.
Anderson.
So the Draft House Anderson food and drink menu.
Oh, dude. Oh, we have to go over to Mopac? Ugh.
So the
It's Saturday morning, dude.
so the Alamo at South Lamar. Which
We'll
I think
see what
is close to
happens.
You guys are.
We'll see what happens.
Wait,
South
hold on.
Lamar-
It's all sold out tomorrow. Never
Alamo
mind.
is South Lamar Alamo is close to you, right?
It's sold out tomorrow already. What?
South Lamar Alamo is close to you, right?
The South Lamar Alamo? No, that's not close to us.
Which
Not
one's the
even
closest one to you? South Lamar, Lakeline, Ritz, Slaughter, Village.
The closest
Village.
one to us is Cinemark.
No, it's gonna be
Closest
Village.
Alamo. Goddamn.
Village is closest.
The closest Alamo, yeah, that's
Use your words, motherfucker.
the cinema in the Village Shopping Center.
Yeah, Village. Is the closest.
So they have brunch.
What does that mean? I'm
They
not
have creme
ordering.
brulee, French toast, fried egg,
Alamo is
BLT.
not exactly cheap food.
Yeah, that's true. It is really expensive.
But the movie tickets are cheap.
They're like $12, dude. It's the same, really.
It's a 9:30 showing. It's gonna be like $6.
Cinemark. Which one is the Cinemark close to us?
The Tinseltown 20.
Down 20.
Also, if you go to Alamo, you get a Mondo designed pint glass to celebrate Star Wars Episode 7 and a double-sized collector's issue of Birth Movies and Death magazine.
Tomorrow at Standard Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Let's do 12:10,
We could do 12:10,
just in case you don't feel like waking up.
just in case.
See if we can buy tickets right now. Oh, dude, it's $8.50. Fuck yeah!
Yeah, Cinemark is great, dude.
Never mind. Sorry. Fuck Alamo. Go here.
Also, Alamo does have bottomless popcorn, which is awesome.
That's true.
I don't eat popcorn. I don't buy anything when I go to
Yeah,
the
why
movie
do you buy? Hold on, I want to know this. How many people actually buy food at a movie theater?
If it has actual food, I don't buy like snacks and shit. I buy like real food.
Yeah, Alamo is like food. It's like burgers and shit.
Yeah. No, I go to
As
Alamo
opposed
like
to
'cause we have an Alamo here in Denver. I go to Alamo like an hour before the movie, and I have dinner. Like I go get a beer, a soda, I get a big Shiner Bock burger or something, or I get loaded fries, and then I eat for like 45 minutes while I'm sitting there screwing around on my phone. And then the previews start, and I put my phone away, and I continue eating my burger and eating my food while the movie starts. And then by the time the movie's getting going, I've finished my food. Dinner and a show. Also, up here, we actually have beer milkshakes.
That
in
sounds
Denver.
gross.
No, they're fantastic. It's like picture a vanilla porter, now picture it in vanilla ice cream.
That sounds really gross.
It's fantastic. Shut the fuck up.
Just be honest.
Also, we have tequila, chocolate, cinnamon,
Anything
whipped cream, and
beer
vanilla.
and anything dairy put together
Also-
just sounds awful.
Also, we have an Irish coffee shake.
Oh, that does sound disgusting.
Bailey's
Sorry.
Irish cream, vanilla ice cream, coffee, and whipped cream. It's really good. It is fantastic. I hate coffee, and I'll have that.
Okay, look.
No,
if
no,
you can-
that sounds okay, but Shinerbach
No, not Shinerbach. Like ours is a microbrew. That's why it's only here. It's a
beer,
vanilla porter.
any
But
beer
think
at
like,
all.
no,
Porter.
no, not beer. This is a porter. It's not a beer.
A
It's not like
porter is
Shinerbach.
close enough to a beer. It's not Bailey's. Bailey's and coffee and alcohol sounds okay, but beer and
ice cream.
ice that sounds awful.
That's like beer
Also-
and yogurt.
Fucking only in Denver. Only here will the local bottled beer menu include Coors. Because Coors is
Well,
bottled
yeah,
here
because
in
it's
Denver.
local there.
Yeah, Coors is bottled in Denver. Therefore, it is a local beer, even though it's Coors and Coors Light.
Oh, dude.
God, we have such great microbrews here. I like the.
Okay,
Southern
hold
Comfort,
on. Fuck you, Rhodey. Because that's the one thing I gotta say I miss about California is the amazing beers.
Yeah, I needed to take you. You're coming to Denver Comic Con this year, right?
When is
Okay,
it?
Eric, you're looking in the wrong places because there's lots of good beer here.
Yeah, there's
Hang
great
on,
beer in Austin.
hang on, hang on.
Denver Comic Con this year. I want to say it was in like May. Let me look here. No, it's the weekend. 2 weekends following RTX.
That's gonna be rough
No,
because I think
sorry,
I'm going
2
to
weekends
Japan.
prior to RTX.
Okay, I might be able to make it. Might.
June.
I'm going to
it
Japan.
starts on. Just so you know, Denver Comic Con is now a Thursday through Sunday event.
Wow.
It's huge. Last year we broke 105,000 people. On
Holy
a
shit.
not only did we
A lot of
break
people.
105,000 people, we broke 105,000 people on a Saturday to Monday convention
Oh my god, dude. That's crazy.
because they fucked up the booking of Denver Comic Con. Also fucked up. Ding. They screwed up the booking of Denver Comic Con and accidentally sold their Friday out from under them. So Denver Comic Con was like, well, shit. Can we get Monday for free? Because Monday was Memorial Day or something. And they're like, sure, we'll book Monday for you. So they basically got a free Monday, and they got 105,000 people in that place. 105,000 tickets sold. But accordingly, they cranked up prices this year.
So
$82.50 for a 3-day this year.
now, Rhodey, I don't know if I can. I might be able to do that because that's going to be around. That's going to be around the time that I'm moving to a new house, or that we're moving to a new house. I don't know, Ethan.
Well,
That may change. I don't know if you're interested in that.
July 1st through 3rd, 2016. I'm going to have to take vacation about then. Cause
I don't plan that far ahead, man.
When it comes to 4 months, that's when we'll start thinking about the house. But no, I know I'm going to Japan. I think at the end of July.
Yeah, I'm probably going to do RTX this year, probably. But,
Please come to RTX, Rhodey. Please.
hey, do I get a free hotel?
Free? Probably not.
By free, I mean your couch.
Actually, that's a lot more probable. I got to figure out that one because I don't know how many people we have staying at our place
Dibs.
right now.
Dibs on a room.
Hold on.
Wait, for when?
For RTX.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I haven't.
Sorry.
It's
Hold
recorded.
on.
It's recorded. I have invoked the sacred and holy act of dibs.
No, hold on. So many people have already called dibs before you. I've got Rob. Or sorry,
I have it
Rob from the
recorded.
side. I've got Rub. I've got Katie. I've got Andre. I've got Jacob. I've got my buddy Mike and my buddy Frank and my buddy Paul.
But this is the
That's-
first one that's recorded. You know why?
That's 6. No, these are all recorded already on fucking Facebook. like
That's
months
not
ago.
recording. That's
is.
not anime.
Jesus Christ.
All right, all these people that you're planning on having over for RTX, totally fine.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep that in mind when I have people over for an extended period of time for.
No, all of these
for
people are
New
going to be.
Year's.
All of these people are going to be here for maybe 2 or 3
3, 4
days at a
days,
time.
yeah.
3
Yeah, that's
2, 3
fine.
days
Well,
at a time.
I honestly I don't care. I don't care at all.
You know,
It probably won't be, and it's not going to be in this apartment. Let's just be clear on that.
No, they can. That's fine with me. I don't care. at all.
Well, no, because at the end of 6 months, it's going to be before RTX.
Wait, when is RTX again?
July, first week of July.
Yeah,
We're out of here
weekend
on the
before
first.
July 4th. Yeah.
We're out of here the first week of May.
Whatever. I don't remember.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
It's too far ahead. I don't know what's happening after February.
I'm already thinking about this shit.
I'm going to PAX and I'm going to DreamHack and
who knows what's going to
I don't
fucking
care.
happen? Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be fun.
I don't know, Rudy. We might be able to get you in there.
It'll be fun. We'll see. Like I said,
I
I'm
know,
not.
like,
You're
I
right.
think
I'm
we're
not
gonna
even
go-
planning that far ahead because by then I'll probably have my private pilot's license and I'm probably just gonna fly my own ass down on my own schedule.
Yeah, exactly. That would probably be best.
And then of course you're gonna get a ride, but you have to pay for your equal share of the ride. That's a law apparently now.
Oh, I know. It's been a law for like 5 years, though.
Yeah, because I don't have a commercial pilot's license, therefore you have to pay for your share. Otherwise, I'm giving you a ride and it's thing, and it's a pain in the dick.
Then it turns you into a private pilot who's chauffeuring people, and then you have to
And
start
then
paying taxes.
No, it's not taxes. It's I should have had to go get a commercial pilot's license,
Yeah.
and that's a big, huge deal.
Just not sure how much space you'll have. So I mean, we got 3 people in one room, which is Rub, Andre, and Katie. And then Jacob and somebody else are going to have to share a room. So that's 5. We've got Mike and Paul can share a room or a couch. Mike and Paul should share a couch.
Wait.
Yes!
So how many of these
And the
people are
fanfic is
female?
already being written.
I think it's like 8. I think it's
8?
like 8 people. Yeah.
8? How many are girls?
2.
All right, they can stay with me.
Look at this. Now he's interested.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, one of them's attached for sure.
All right, well,
So-
she can take the couch.
No, Katie and I think Katie and Rob are a thing.
I'm kidding. Honestly, I don't care.
I
People
know.
can stay with us. Whatever.
Yeah. Especially honestly, my goal is one day to own a large enough house that I can literally just have 100 people just show up.
Who do you think you are?
What now?
Who do you think you are? Donald Trump?
Well,
On a tower?
not immediately. Dude, I do want to own a hotel though. One of these days I want to buy a hotel.
Eric
Just
Tower?
so that whenever yes, the Eric Tower. But whenever homies just come through Austin, be like, just show up, you're good. I got you.
It's all good,
Hotel
dude.
room, your hotel room is paid for.
I got a tower. You know,
I just have a tower. I just
so
happen to
cute.
have a tower here.
I got a tower. We could stay in it.
Hey,
You can
next
stay
back.
in it.
If I ever fucking come to Houston,
It's not
along
going
with
to.
Sable
It's
and
not going
us.
to. It's not going to.
How long has this podcast been going?
2 hours.
2 hours, roughly.
Hour
It's like
and
an hour
46
40.
minutes. Hour and 46 minutes so far.
Congratulations, we're officially longer than the Rooster Teeth podcast. Bite me, Gus!
I love how Dwight is like, you guys still talking? I'm like, yeah, we are. Dumbass. No, I fucking...
Hell, we could have had him on the podcast too.
Oh, okay, hold on. Dwight
I know, I
backed
remember
out-
the Skype chat.
Yeah. Dwight is just, he's being a shit. Oh, he can jump in. Oh, now he's free. Yeah, sure, why not? Hold on.
He's gonna jump in and we're gonna wrap it up. Watch this. Damn it!
Currently watching that. Fuck, I'm sorry. Oh, shit.
He was our one viewer.
Hi, Dwight.
Hi, Dwight.
Hi, Dwight.
He was
How
our
you
one
doing?
viewer the whole time, Eric. Eric, you're cut off.
I'm no longer allowed to drink on the podcast.
How much you got to drink?
Well, look, okay, that rum was pretty fucking strong, and there was no ices in it, and it was full to here. Just to give you, so here's my hand. I have pretty large hands. That's a full glass of rum, and then.
All right. So in case we're wondering, here's the same glass, and it was about to the top of where this glass is,
So in
When we
case we're
start
wondering,
the
for people with
podcast.
normal hands, that's 2 shots.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't anywhere close to 2 shots, because
That's
that right there is a full glass.
That's a sexy shot.
Shot, shot, shot,
Okay.
shot, 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 shot.
So did you?
So, Dwight, jump in here.
All right. I just
There
want
it
to make
is.
sure. Can you guys hear me first?
All right,
Yeah,
we better
we
wrap
can
this
hear
up.
You can't. You
All
can
right.
hear
Well,
me.
it's
Right?
been a fun podcast. Thanks for stopping by, guys.
Until next podcast.
I figured as much.
I hope you all see you around.
Look,
Later.
You guys are such assholes. Come on, let Dwight have something to say. Come on.
I know,
What's
I know.
up, dude?
Okay.
look. I wanted to join, but the problem was is I had plans for like 2 weeks before this. So
Lambs.
plans. I was
Hey,
hanging out with pretty
I
much
hear
all
you.
women. So
Plans.
STFU
Women.
worries.
with women, real women.
Women.
Yes. So
right.
anyway,
Moving on.
was there a specific question that everybody had to answer today about the anime stuff, or
Yes.
Yeah. What do you
So-
think about the fact that Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father?
Oh my god.
spoiler?
That's not true. That's impossible.
Oh, you.
You know what? The first time I ever watched that,
Hang on.
I was not that
Hang on.
surprised.
Pause for a second. Ethan, you realize I'm like 50 feet from you, right? And I can't
Yeah,
walk in
you're
the
like-
room and fucking
you're like
smack you
right
upside the
there.
head.
Like I'm looking at
Who has
you.
access to the breakers, though?
He just comes in the camera frame
Remember
and
that.
a big slap and walks out.
This podcast got meta.
All right. No, so we had 2 big questions that we wanted to ask. What was your least favorite scene in your favorite anime?
Oh, I'd almost have to look over exactly what I watched, but like when I was watching Bleach, it was pretty much any
God.
filler. I'm just saying, with that one, any filler was what that was.
How is
So-
that your favorite anime?
I didn't
Skip
say that
the
was my
filler.
favorite. I'm
Skip
just
the
saying.
Filler. Skip
So
the
wait.
filler.
So wait,
When-
why would you want to
when
skip the
when
filler?
I think Bleach
I can
was my
understand
favorite.
skipping Bleach filler, but why would you want to skip seasons 2, 7, 8, 9, and 10?
Yeah, of course. 2, 7, 8, 9, and 10 were absolutely the best of the seasons.
Great.
The best
Straight
seasons were
fucking
2,
seven.
7, 8, 9, and 10, of course. So why wouldn't you?
No, I mean,
just
I think
absolutely watch
everybody
those?
agrees 7 was filler. Everybody agrees.
Yeah.
That's just a universal.
To everybody who's ever watched season 7 after the first 3 and went, wow, this is absolute garbage.
Yeah.
Sorry to any Bleach fans, but I fucking hated that show.
I'll say this straight up. I don't necessarily have a favorite anime show or movie or
I
whatever.
love how you're wearing that Achievement Hunter scarf. That's awesome, dude. Congratulations. Reppin' RT.
It got freaking cold in Iowa today, so I was just like, I gotta stay warm. I don't want to be sitting here shivering.
Hey, it was
But-
Yeah, I was shivering in Austin today too.
It was
Oh, you got our
42
storm.
this morning.
42 this morning.
Yeah, it was like 63 when I was driving away from the office today. It was pretty
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah, you guys got our storm. It's been 22 in Denver for the last 2 days. The high was
Shut
22.
up. Oh my god.
I
let me bring
am
it- hang
currently
on.
sitting at 17 degrees.
Hang on.
But yeah, so. What was the other question we had?
Because there's the least favorite scene in an anime. There was
Anime.
actually one in, what was it, Annual Zero. Like at the very end, I'm sitting here going, this is the ending you guys went with. All right, it's at least was not the same as everybody's happy, but I was still sitting here going like, you could have wrapped it up a little bit better. But, But Gundam 00. I think it was like the movie or whatever it was. The direction they took that thing was stupid ridiculous. So I would probably say that's not my favorite type thing. Most of the Gundam 00 stuff, I absolutely loved it. The fight scenes, the way the Gundams actually were built and modeled and everything like that, that was awesome. But as soon as they got to that like final movie thing where it's just like love conquers all, or like friendship conquers all, and communication, blah blah blah. I'm just like, F off. So, yeah, I would say that's probably some of my least favorite moments in anime.
Okay. Okay. All right. And the other one was, what makes a good AMV?
A lot of the times when I've watched AMVs that I've enjoyed, I don't watch them too much, but the last 2 years I've gone to Anime Iowa, and they have an AMV competition.
And I know who's won the last 2 of those. No, seriously, I do know who's won the last 2 of those.
Wait,
Who's won
of Anime Iowa's competition.
Let me check, because I can see his. Hang on.
Because I think they had to be like they're posted on YouTube and they're specifically like noted for that or something like that. I can't remember exactly.
Let me see his list of anime awards because he's like does a crazy amount.
I mean, Anime Iowa is rather small. Like this last year, I think it was about 35 to 4,000 people. that was the funny thing. It was like I went to Anime Iowa. 2 weeks later, I'm at RTX with like 45,000 other people. I was like, that's bigger.
It is. It is. Anyway.
So, in other news that happened while we were on the podcast, Bernie Sanders is suing the Democratic Party.
Of course he is.
I noticed some sort of news thing about him getting, what was it, kicked out of the DNC or whatever, or DNC or whatever.
He got kicked. The DNC withheld their voter records for the last like X number of years. They withheld basically his entire knowledge base, his entire voter database, his registered voter database, everything. They kicked him out of that database because one staffer, in investigating that their data was being lost and sent somewhere, accidentally, by mistake of the vendor, grabbed Hillary Clinton's data. By the way, this happened in reverse in 2008 when Hillary Clinton was like investigating a run. She looked at Barack Obama's data through the same glitch.
So it was a vendor's mistake, and someone from Bernie Sanders'
campaign got fired, and the DNC immediately locked his campaign out of the entire database, which they can't contractually do. They have to give him 10 days notice. That's why he's suing.
Okay, yeah, 'cause that's A, crappy. B, I don't know, something with that sounds shady. It sounds like they were just waiting for something like that to happen, and then they just jumped on it.
Why are we talking about politics on the podcast?
I don't know.
Don't we have a rule about this shit, Rody?
Nope, we don't.
By the way,
Rody,
There's
we have
one
a
now.
rule.
Don't bring this shit into. Don't
We
bring
don't-
this up.
We don't talk about politics on the
So
podcast ever.
we need a fuck count right here, and we need a shit count right here.
We don't talk about politics on the podcast ever.
I'm just saying it was news. You're the one turning it into politics.
We don't talk about political news on the podcast ever.
so, okay, one thing I am going to mention, not about politics, but at the very beginning of the podcast, I was at my friend's place playing games, but I decided to see if I could watch it on my phone just for a few seconds at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, all of a sudden it comes up on the phone finally after a refresh, and the first things,
Is
first
Rody
thing I
saying
hear-
tits?
yes, and you're going like, come on, man!
And we said we weren't gonna rule
this is gonna be
34 and nuke this one.
Yeah,
Damn it.
I was just like, oh, this is gonna be good to watch. This is gonna be good to watch.
I mean, you know it was.
It was good. It was good. Anyway,
On that
moving
note.
on.
What was the other question?
And on that bombshell,
No, we're not
the
talking
other
about
question was what makes a good A and B.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what
Well,
it was. A lot of it is usually when I enjoy it, it's like if it's got to be a higher beat song. I mean, you can have like the slower, more dramatic stuff, and it can be pretty cool. But a lot of it is usually if something like the character is going to the beat of the music, or it's like switching scenes with the beat of the music and stuff like that. That usually makes it pretty enjoyable. At least for me. I'm not really sure what else off the top of my head. But it's usually if it's just done with just enough flair, not where it's just like
You wonder where
let's
the
throw an
recommended
air
model flare
horns and
or
lights.
seating flare?
Wait, what's that?
Office Space?
I
Give me
haven't
a
watched
second,
Office Space in
I'll
a
post it on
while,
Skype.
so. Okay, yeah, post a link. I'll see if I can figure out what you mean, but yeah, it's a lot of it has to do with like the beat of the music with whatever is happening on the screen. Usually, if you're having fun with it and stuff like that, like there's one that my brother found. It's like a bass type AMV, but it's got Dragon Ball Z to it. And they take usually if they'll like remix the words that they say, and then mix it in with the music. That's usually pretty fun too. But I know something with that usually takes a little bit more skill because you're having to work with the audio and the video a little bit more in depth. So actually, I should see if I can find that. What are you doing?
No.
He's Luke Skywalkering.
I was.
Probably.
No, I wasn't.
Just
just-
kidding, he's Anakin
Skype.
Skywalkering. You know that's a thing on the internet, right?
What?
Oh, young Jennifer Aniston.
Oh God.
I just posted the link. I'm not responsible for what he says.
I'm just saying.
So we've been going for 2 hours.
Provided as soon as possible.
Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up. There we go.
The fuck?
Oops.
2 hours is cutting it real close to my limit on podcasting, guys.
No, I know. All right,
There you
so
go. That.
Isn't that about... Isn't 2 hours about average for us?
Yeah, it's pretty close to average.
Wait, is that
Give
an
or
actual
take an hour and
website?
a half or
That
two.
is an actual website. Click the button and it does this.
Oh. Hang on a second. I forgot if I sent it to anybody. Did anybody ever see that slapping Kirk thing?
Yes.
hang on, guys. Did you guys all watch the Mercenaries 2 song or listen to it?
Is it in Skype?
Yeah, it's in Skype.
Okay, give me a second.
Where is it? Come on, where are you?
It's slapkirk.com.
Slapkirk.com/play. Have the rest of you seen this?
Nope.
Right. Check that out.
Why?
That's fucking Shatner getting slapped over and over and over again. Also, if you get going really fast, this happens.
I actually tweeted that to Ryan and Michael and suggested they use it for like a versus because they could have like a timer and see how many slaps they could have it within that time period and see who would win.
Oh my God, that's absurd.
I know, it's awesome.
All right, Rhodey, stop. Stop, Rhodey, stop.
That's so funny.
All right, guys. So
All right.
wrapping up the podcast, I want to talk about 2 things. Number 1.
Tits.
Okay.
Never mind.
Number
We're
one.
done. Never mind. We're done. Nope.
I wanna
I'm not
talk-
going to give him an
Okay,
opportunity.
okay, sure
I
you
wanna
skip
talk
to
about
number
2
2
things.
and, go right to
that,
number
was,
2.
that was the 2 things.
Wow.
Right to number 2.
All right, we're done.
Right to
Never
number
mind. Good night, everybody. Have a nice one.